deep drive left field. That baby's gone.
Crawford to first in time.
It is a beautiful night for Major League Baseball here in Seattle as we welcome you to T-Mobile Park. Tonight the Mariners play Game 2 of a 3-game set with the Baltimore Orioles here on Root Sports. Justin Dunn going against Jorge Lopez, and let's take a look. The Mariner batting order, make that the O's batting order against Justin Dunn.
And leading off will be Cedric Mullins, really having a fine year. He was done against the Mariners, 5 for 17 with 2 doubles and a home run. Trey Mancini will hit third. He leads the team with 21 RBIs. Freddie Galvis sitting 7th in the lineup, his 3rd home run in last night's ball game. Rio Ruiz will round out the 9 for Baltimore. And for Justin Dunn, making his 5th start on the year, a 1-0 record, 3.98 ERA for Dunn. In 20 1/3, he has 13 walks. Want to stay away from the walk. 16 strikeouts. And the defense playing line some changes. Sam Haggerty will get the start in left field. Dylan Moore will move from second out into right field. Ty France at second base. I'd like to welcome back Evan White. He is at first base. Luis Torrens will do the catching. And for Dunn, four-seam fastball throw at 53% of the time. His curveball has almost been unhittable. He throws at 31% and the slider at 16%.
StatCast 3D, powered by Google Cloud. Our first pitch is brought to you by First Tech Federal Credit Union. Here's a young man turning into a force of his own. Cedric Mullins, 3 for 5, 2-run homer, backbreaker last night. 38 hits, leads the major leagues. First pitch off the plate for ball 1 as we're underway. Lance Barrett's got balls and strikes tonight. Tim Timmons, Carlos Torres, and Alfonso Marquez round the bases. 59 degrees here at game time. And wind out of the northeast at 2. Coming in off Elliott Bay from the left field foul pole to the right field pole. And Dunn off to a 3-0 start.
Mentioned his curveball. Opponents hitting just 158. His slider 056. He's had a good fastball this year. His average fastball at 94 miles an hour. Opponents hitting 229 off of his fastball, but he has to be able to get it in the strike zone.
Shift on for Mullins and a 4-pitch walk. Today's SAP broadcast brought to you by the Laborers Union, 47,000 strong in the Northwest. No sooner did you say stay away from the walks, a 4-pitch walk. There's Austin Hayes, 1 for 4.
Brandon Hyde is out talking to the home plate umpire. Lance Barrett's the home plate umpire tonight. I'm not sure what he is looking at. Looks like he has his. Must be something that he's saying with the lineup for the Mariners. Yeah.
Haggerty was on the sheet that we were given. Left field.
Yeah.
Lewis, Moore in the outfield.
Well, the defensive setup that we showed you is exactly what was given to me. It's what I have in my lineup. But we'll see. There's something going on over there.
Well, another one for the files. You never know what you're going to see. Let's see up on the board. He's checking. Let's see. Mariner vision. Yeah, it's got the same lineup that was handed out that we all have.
Yeah. I don't see what the problem is.
Well, Brandon Hyde gave Alfonso Marquez a tap on the back. He's happy with whatever info was exchanged, and now Scott Service is going to get what's going on. No idea what this could be about.
Some sort of issue with the lineup.
No, I know that, but I mean specifically, I mean what the beef is. All right, no harm done. Looks like everybody's happy.
Yeah. Okay. Back to baseball.
Your mouth to their ears.
Now he's back out of the dugout again. Alfonso Marquez, the crew chief, now having a conversation with Hyde.
There was a lineup sheet, we're told, that showed Trammell in left. It's not the ones we were given. There was, it was interesting yesterday. We were given one lineup and it was a change a little bit before the game, and I got caught by it. And
yeah, it's not uncommon for the lineups to change prior to the game.
Oh, you kidding?
Something happens, the guys aren't feeling right, and you make the change.
Here's Austin Hayes, 1 for 4 last night. Mariners a double play depth. Long hold by Dunn. And he hadn't thrown a strike yet. Mariners had a 1-0 lead through 7 last night. Gave up a 5 spot in the 8th. Got 2 back in the bottom half. Lose 5. Here's first strike of the game. 1-1. Dunn pitched well against Baltimore. Game 2. What turned out to be a sweep back on April 15th. 5 innings, a 2-hit, 1-run ball, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. Gave up 1 home run. Looking for a double play here. 1-1 pitch. There's the curveball you're talking about.
That's what he wants to get to. You have to throw strikes first and foremost, and able to land that curveball at 79 miles an hour.
Orioles at 14-15, 3 games out behind first place Boston, American League East. Mariners at 16-14, 2 games behind Oakland. Essentially starting the day essentially tied with Houston. Ball and 2 strikes here to Austin Hayes. Mullins goes, pitch, taken for strike, and in with a stolen base is Mullins. Stolen base from Mullins, his 3rd.
And from Mullins, he ends up picking the right pitch to run on. It's going to be on the curveball. No throw.
Brings up Trey Mancini. Mancini 0 for 4 in last night's game. Mancini among the top RBI guys in the American League with 21. Tied for 4th. Mitch Haniger's 3rd in that list with 23. Dunn came walking out of the bullpen back to the dugout, real confident look in his face, pep in his step. Right now having a hard time finding the strike zone. Here's a 2-0 pitch. 3-0. It's a little bit reminiscent of his first game we saw him here. Remember, he couldn't find the strike zone. He walked a whole bunch of folks.
I mentioned he hasn't been able to get through 6 innings so far, and it's because he's throwing so many pitches.
.3-0 pitch here to Mancini. Green light. Justin Dunn in his Mariner debut September 12 of 19. He went 2/3 of an inning, walked 5. He doesn't want to revisit that. There's a strike, 3-2. Done with 3 no decisions against the White Sox at Boston and at Houston. Let's look at the on-deck hitter, Michael Franco. 3-2 to Mancini. Breaking ball, foul back.
And the curveball at 80 miles an hour right in the middle of the plate.
Dunn trying to find it. He's 3-2 to Mancini again. Fouled off.
His best fastball at 95 miles an hour.
Dunn last year 4-1, a 4.34 ERA in 10 games. 38 strikeouts, 31 walks. That walk rate, got to knock that down. Eighth pitch of the AB. Squibber.
Barely getting a piece of the curveball right off the end of the bat.
Cedric Mullins leads the major leagues with 38 hits, a walk and a stolen base. He walked on 4 pitches. Plus speed out there. Here's the 3-2 pitch one more time to Mancini. Got him. That's a big strikeout, 2 down. He needed that.
And he goes right back to the curveball off the plate away. Mancini chases it. That's the thing with Dunn. He really hasn't been hit. Sometimes he gets himself into trouble with the walks.
Third baseman Michael Franco. RBI ground that 8th inning last night. So he jumps out in front of Franco. Pitch number 19, first inning. One.
Check out the situations. Runners on base, just a 111 average. Runners in scoring position, 188. Overall opponent's average, 178. There he is. He hasn't really been hit. Times he can cause his own problems out there, but he's made pitches to get out of trouble a number of times this year.
Look at that numbers. He's just staying in the strike zone. 1-1. Hanging up for Dylan Moore. A little bit of a scare in the first inning. No harm done. Mitch Haniger to lead it off for the Mariners. Mariners just just 3 hits last night. They had a 1-0 lead for the longest time. Let's see if this offensive lineup today can kick in some runs.
Mariners starting lineup brought to you by Michael's Toyota of Bellevue. Mitch Haniger, the DH, he will lead things off, and it's Kyle Lewis, the cleanup hitter. It's good to have Evan White back in the lineup. He's missed the last 6 games. Sam Haggerty will round out the 9 for the Mariners. Jorge Lopez will be on the mound today. Hard-throwing right-hander this year. 5 starts. He's got a 1-3 record. ERA about 7.5. So he's had his struggles this year. 21 2/3, 9 walks, but 21 strikeouts. Good number. Strikeouts to innings.
Mitch Haniger leads off for the Mariners. First pitch strike. Two-run homer last night. Mr. Haniger almost robbed a home run for Baltimore. Went off the tip of his glove, and he's behind 0-2. That was the Mullins home run. 2-run shot in the 8th. Haniger 3rd in the league in home runs, 4th in total bases, 4th in extra base hits, 3rd in RBIs. Having a very, very good start. 1-2. Slow roller to the shortstop Galvis. His orange shoes. 1 away.
And the rest of the defense. Austin Hayes was in right last night. He'll be over in left. DJ Stewart in right field. Galvis and Ruiz playing in the middle of the diamond. And Chance Cisco will do the catching. For Lopez, pretty good sinker 40% of the time. A four-seamer, you'll see that at the top of the zone 25% of the time. Knuckle curve, that has been a problem for him this year, but still throwing it to 22% and a changeup.
Ty France looking for a breakout. He's 0 for his last 17. Jorge Lopez, 6'3", 228 years old, out of Caguas, Puerto Rico. Second season with the O's. He's been with Milwaukee and Kansas City. Second round pick of the Brewers in 2011. Traded to KC in July of 18. Mike Moustakas deal. Claimed off of waivers by the O's. Third baseman Franco flew us over. 2 down. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners. There's Kyle Seager. He too having a very good start to this 2021 season. Leads the majors. About 500 batting average. Runners in scoring position so far. Man, that's really good. 10 for 20 with 4 doubles, a triple, 2 home runs, 18 runs knocked in, and 3 walks. Reached base in 10 of his last 11 games. Got the shift on against him. He's behind 0-2.
A couple of fastballs at 96 miles an hour. Last one right in the middle of the plate.
Mariners took 3 out of 4 from the O's mid-April. And Seager gone on 3 pitches. Foul tip held on by Chance Cisco. 1-2-3 go the Mariners in the first. Baseball is a game of routines, and every day I get a kick out of this routine. J.P. Crawford playing DB, Kyle Seager playing wideout. And there he goes. Look at Seager. Yesterday, Jose Marmoleos didn't throw it, and JP was ticked. But Evan White is back, and the routine lives again as Seager makes, upon review from the Fred Bolitnikoff School of Preparation, Siegs was ready for that. Rickers and I, we were just cracking up over in radio. He said, Rick, you watch this every day? He says, absolutely. He looked for it every day. Evan White does a good job throwing that, and they have an absolute blast. And they had really good communication on a pop-up last night where JP was good. Siggs, I got it.
Kyle able to get inside position on him today.
Yeah, sometimes he'll run a crossing pattern, but more often than not he runs a go pattern. There's DJ Stewart. All right, where were you? Do you have anything like that? Anything?
No, nothing like that.
Stewart didn't like that call. I like seeing the guys having a little extra.
Yeah, I agree.
Extra fun there, extracurriculars. Infield pulled around to the right.
Done with 20 pitches in the first. Started the game off with a walk. Ended up with a couple of strikeouts in the first inning.
There's your infield, the outfield, Haggerty, Lewis, and Moore. And by the way, I say that with all due love and respect for Fred Biletnikoff, a Hall of Famer, heck of a receiver. But those days the stickum was legal. I'm gonna get that in there. Disclaimer. Two one. My goodness, 3-1 for DJ Stewart, leading off here in the second. Seager does a reset, backs up in the shift, deeper position at normal shortstop. Spot 3-1. Stewart thought he had ball 4. Kid that grew up in Jacksonville, wanted to play at Florida State, and that's where he wound up playing. Had a good career there. 3-2 pitch. Stewart, Mountcastle, and Galvis 5, 6, and 7 for the Orioles. Those are 10 and 5 on the road. There's Mountcastle. Safe to say, off to a much better start than most people figured for him. There is ball 4. Second walk. Issued by Dunn. Here's a pitch and splits the lefty-righty situation. He's just got to get the ball over the plate. That walk rate against lefties, that's a problem. And again, given all the bullpen guys, it's almost like open call last night. They had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 relievers last night. Eric Swanson got the start. As you know, Marco Gonzalez on the injured list. His start, or his spot in the rotation, comes around again on Saturday. Mountcastle fouls it off.
He was missing with the fastballs. So started him off with a couple of breaking balls.
So Evan White, he's back, and Aaron Fletcher, left-hander, being a bullpen. So 2 lefties in the pen, Savage and Fletcher. Breaking ball, strike 3 called. 3 strikeouts for Dunn, 2 of them looking.
It's early, but he's shown a quality breaking ball here early on. It's the curveball that he's going to. No argument there. Curveball's been right around 80 miles an hour. Only hitting just 158 on his curveball for the year. He's had a couple of strikeouts looking. Just locking him up with it.
This is Freddie Galvis, switch hitting shortstop. 2-run homer in that big 8th inning last night for the Orioles.
Opposite field home run, not the left center.
Runner at first is Stewart. Mariners looking for a double play. That's a bullet. Hit to the gap. Moore cuts it off.
The first base hit in the game. Solid line drive into right center. Dylan Moore in right. Haniger, the DH today, able to cut it off. Keep Stewart from getting the third.
One out, 2 on. Batting in the 8-hole, Chance Sisco, the catcher. "31 double plays. Most in the bigs. Big pitch here, 1-0. Looking for that DP. So 3 strikeouts, 2 walks for Dunn as we play here in the 2nd inning. "2-0. Back in the count here. Opening day in the minor leagues.
It's great to see.
Julio 1 for 2 at Everett.
Arkansas was losing their game.
Julio Rodriguez. I think as we move forward, all we need to say is Julio. That personality and that skill set that he'll be bringing here to Seattle at some point. 3-1. Wow. Dunn trying to figure some stuff out here. 3-1 to Sisco with 2 on, 1 out. I wonder how pitchers, sometimes you hear stories about the mound being different in the bullpen. You come to the mound in the field. For whatever reason, it's interesting just how a guy could lose his feel like he's lost here tonight. It's another walk and the bases are loaded.
And we've talked about it with him and Pete Woodworth, the pitching coach, on his way out to the mound with Dunn. And this is where, if he has issues, this is typically where it's at, and that is the walks, too many hitters counts, things like that. You look at the overall numbers, and we showed him he's really not getting hit.
Is it a matter of trying to be too fine with all these walks?
I don't think so, because it's strange when you look at his fastball command. It seems that when he misses, it's not like he's barely missing. He's missing, and maybe overthrowing at times. I'm not sure. We talked a lot about his increased velocity. We're seeing 93, 94 here tonight, but I don't think it's about his trying to be too fine. I think for him, he pitches in the middle of the plate quite a bit because he knows that his stuff is good enough. Just mechanically, it's hard for him to repeat what he's doing, especially when he gets it locked in. Kind of comes and goes with him. Now he's in trouble again.
Got Rio Ruiz, light hitting infielder, second baseman tonight. First pitch to the breaking ball.
He's had better command of the breaking ball. First time through the lineup, you can see what opponent's average is, just 200. Couple home runs, but there are the walks, and then the rest of the game, he really shuts it down at a 163 clip. So if he can survive some of the problems early, he's really good after that. Curveball has been his best pitch. He's had better command of the curveball than the fastball.
Modesto, 2-0 lead, third inning. Down ahead of Ruiz, 0-2. Ruiz coming in with a 157 average. .70 hitter with 2 strikes. Looks the pitch there. Count goes to 2-2. Bases are loaded here in the second inning. Stewart at third, Galvis at second, Cisco at first. And time called. It's a good day here at the ballpark. Vaccinations, they started tonight. Fans can receive the COVID-19 vaccine. Partnership with Virginia Mason, Franciscan Health. 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Needed it. 2 outs. It's a 4th strikeout for Dunn.
He gets ahead with the breaking ball and it comes right back, 94 miles an hour. Probably middle in. Throws it by him.
Dunn with 4 strikeouts, 3 walks. First time through the order. Dangerous hitter. Cedric Mullins back to the top of the order. Major League hit leader with 38. How about this one last night? Deep drive, right center field. Haniger took a great route, was on it, hit off the top of his glove. You could see him looking at his glove, thinking he had it as he was coming to the ground. Seager in at third on the grass. A nice stop by Terrens. 1-1.
Now Mullins really having a fine year. .333 batting average. That home run, his 5th out of the leadoff spot.
He's hitting the ball hard too. 39 hard hit balls. Leads this ball club. Leads all big league center fielders too. Bases loaded. 1-1 pitch. Broken bat ground ball. Evan White feeds to Dunn. He escapes a bases loaded second inning situation. See if the Mariners can crank some offense. They got the middle of the order. Lewis, Terrens, and White coming up. As Twitter Tuesday continues, here is your second chance to win. Use hashtag RootQ2. Tell us which color boat will win tonight's Snoqualmie Casino Hydro Challenge for your chance to win a $25 gift card to 12 Moons at Snoqualmie Casino. Boy, great escape artist work being turned in by Justin Dunn. Got out of a bases loaded jam. As we go to the bottom of the second, we welcome in the Mariners Executive Vice President Fred Rivera. Fred, welcome. How are you?
I'm doing great, Dave. Great to be here.
Good to have you here. I'll throw a few things at you. Mariners have been very active in the community. Several new initiatives. Sure you got an overview you can give us of the programs the Mariners have been working on.
Absolutely. All of our community programs start with our mission, and one component of our mission is to serve our community. We want to be community leaders and support a region in which everyone has an opportunity to thrive. Some of the programs I've discussed with you before on air, we have our home-based program that we initiated 2 years ago to help families that were facing homelessness as a result of evictions. Last month we announced a program with UW Medicine, and Dave, thanks for your assistance on that.
Very welcome.
We provided vaccines to Black, Indigenous, and persons of color communities, and that's been very successful. And then last July we made a number of commitments as our nation was really dealing with a reckoning on racial inequalities. One of those was our Hometown 9 program, which supported kids playing baseball and softball at a very high level and provided some off-field support as well. And another one was a community impact grant fund where Mariners Care Foundation committed to making $1 million in grants over a 5-year period to organizations advancing social justice and racial equity.
Well, I like the sound of that. Now, you mentioned the community impact grants, and today the Mariners announced 3 new partners. What are the Mariners' goals with the community impact grant program?
We have 2 primary goals, again, are centered around social justice and racial equity. One is we want to increase positive health outcomes for our youth in our region. The pandemic has been hard on everyone, but in particular our kids. So we want to support programs that get our kids active, particularly with baseball and softball. And we also want to support organizations that are providing mental health services. Secondly, we want to support organizations that are accelerating positive outcomes for our BIPOC community, and that includes in our business world. We want to support diverse businesses that are owned by BIPOC individuals, and so that's really what our commitment is.
Fred, I was reading about it earlier today. Tell us about the 3 grant recipients that were announced today.
We're really proud of the 3 recipients that hit on those goals. The first one is called You Grow Girl, which is a Seattle-based organization that provides mentorship, leadership training, and mental health services to diverse, culturally diverse young women in our community. And this $20,000 grant will go to support additional mental health services to the young women that they support. Second one is a $20,000 grant to the King County Play Equity Coalition. It's an organization of over 100 different members, and we're part of that organization that seeks to provide access to physical activity for kids in our region, seeks to address the barriers that a number of our kids face playing baseball and softball in particular. I think, Dave, I heard you talk about this on the radio a couple days. Things are different. It's more difficult to go down to a ball field and play like I used to. I used to play over the line, and unfortunately baseball and softball now has become monetized by the select and travel programs, and the coalition tries to address that. The last is a $25,000 grant to the Minority Business Executive Program at UW Businesses, which is going to help diverse business leaders in our community really grow and thrive in this difficult environment.
Fred Rivera is our guest, the Mariners Executive VP. As the Mariners continue their commitment in this area, how can outside organizations apply for community impact grants as we move forward?
We're going to be opening up the next round of grants. They are open now. Organizations can apply for the types of to get grants for the type of programs I discussed above. You can go to mariners.com/community, and there's information about all of our community programs, including how to apply. We have an application that's available there. Application deadline is June 7th. We'll be reviewing those applications and making decisions later this summer.
Fred, I know you're super busy, obviously, by listening to all of this, but what's next for Mariners Care Foundation?
Well, Mariners Care Foundation, again, strives to be part of our community. We want to be community leaders, and it's a never-ending goal. It's a never-ending mission, and we'll continue to look for opportunities to support our community. As today, as you've probably discussed, we have vaccines available. So we'll continue to support the vaccine effort in our region. We'll continue to support social justice and racial equity in any way that we can. We'll continue to support youth baseball and softball in our region. We really view ourselves as stewards of baseball and softball in the Pacific Northwest. We are all passionate about the game. and we're going to do whatever we can to continue it to the next generation.
Hey Fred, a lot of good information. Glad to hear about all these initiatives and the impact that the organization is having here in the community. Keep up the good work, and great seeing you, man.
Thanks for stopping by, Fred. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Dave. Thanks, Mike.
All right, take care. Here's J.P. Crawford. Man at first, 2 outs is Luis Torrens. J.P. 7 for his last 19.
He's been swinging the bat well lately and using the whole field. Really done a nice job of staying on the breaking ball, off speed pitches, even some changeups.
1-1. He's going against Jorge Lopez. 1-3 record of 7.48 ERA. In his career record of 10-20, a 6.16 ERA. Bouncing ball to the second baseman Ruiz. Easy play to first, and the Mariners are done. They strand a runner. We go to the third. Nothing doing here in Seattle right now. Check out the T-Mobile coverage cam. Get you down the third baseline from the visitors' dugout. And when guys are going first to third or first to home, boy, this is a great look. Plays at the plate. Get one more different look from a high home plate camera and the center field camera. So Justin Dunn threw the first time through the lineup. He's faced 9, walked 4, struck out 4, walked 3. Left the bases loaded.
Yeah, through the first 2, 45 pitches. He needs a couple of quick innings. Wants to get through 6.
Austin Hayes, Trey Mancini, Michael Franco. 2, 3, 4. There's 10 batters. That's what he faced. Long run for Moore. And that's in the seats. Hey, now a quick word from Jack in the Box.
Get my 50-50 popcorn chicken with both classic and spicy, only at Jack in the Box.
Austin Hayes took a called third strike. First inning. Dunn's had a little bit better command of the curveball than a fastball here, Mike.
Yeah, he has tonight. Better feel for it. His fastball has been a little bit erratic at times. It's in the zone, and all of a sudden he'll miss 2 or 3 times with it. That's the reason why he has 3 walks. High pitch count.
Swing and a miss on a breaking ball.
That was a slider that time.
5th strikeout.
Just off the outside corner, getting him to chase it.
Brings up Mancini, 9-pitch at bat for him first time. First pitch drives Moore back. He's got some room. Not much, but he's got room, and he jumps. Kept going and going. Like he was going to be at the edge of the track in front, and then it kept drifting on him. 2 down.
Little breeze blowing out towards right, and I think he gave it some extra carry. I think Dillon even thought that he was going to be camped underneath it, but had to jump. McDelivery, Supermo. The leaping effort by Dylan Moore.
Glad he did jump. The 2 outs in the third. There's Franco. He flied out to Dillon. No runs, 1 hit. To be said for both teams. He gets away 1-1. Astros lost in New York. Yankees beat them 7-3. 1-1. The Athletics end of 5. 4-0 lead in Oakland over the Blue Jays. Angels trail 1-0 bottom of the 4th in Anaheim against Tampa Bay. Popped it up. Ty France is under it. That's a good inning. By Jove, he may have found it. 1-2-3 inning. We're done in the 3rd. No score. Bottom of the 3rd on this beautiful evening here in Seattle. Hope you're having a nice day like we're having here in Seattle. And this day in Major League Baseball history, Mr. Bob Watson. Sadly, we lost him recently. Scored the 1 millionth run in Major League history. How about this? He scores that run, winning $10,000 and 1 million Tootsie Rolls provided by the event's sponsor. The Houston first baseman crosses the plate on Milt May's homer, just seconds ahead of the Reds' Dave Concepcion, to earn the distinction, thanks to teammates' awareness of the situation from the clubhouse TV. As Dylan Moore grounds out, so alerting the trotting base runner to run home at full speed. That's a heck of a background on that story, Mr. Bob Watson. Dan Wilson judges right now. Hall of Famer, how are you?
Dave, good. Mike, good to see you.
Danny, good to see you.
What did your thoughts on what we've been seeing, all the confabs between the umpires and the managers?
Yeah, clearly something with the lineup, but I'm not really sure what is going on. It's hard to decipher it up here in the booth.
Have you seen anything, a situation like this where it's been this much discussion?
No, and I saw after they turned in the lineups before the game started, I saw Alfonso Marquez and Scott Service have a conversation about it, and then everything kind of happened after that. So I don't know what is going on.
Slicing drive handled by Hayes off the bat of Haggerty.
Danny, what have you been up to?
Well, been down with the guys at the alt site that was here at T-Mobile and now is back down in Tacoma as they get ready to open up on Thursday night with the Tacoma Rainiers. And of course, minor league baseball cranking it up tonight, which is pretty exciting. And you know, these guys have been off. You know, you think about not having a minor league game in over 600 days.
Wow.
So these guys are excited to be back on the field and not just playing catch or taking BP in the cage, but actually getting a uniform on and getting out there and playing.
So will you head down to Tacoma and help out?
Yeah, I'll help out this week and through the homestand, and then you know, try to get around to Everett as well, and some of the other affiliates during the season. So
that'll be nice for you to have that full season in Everett.
Yeah, I think that's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
I know they're really excited for that, and they've got a great ball club up there. They're stacked. They got a lot of great pitching and a couple of great position players there as well. So I think it's going to be an exciting year in Everett.
The guys talked to you about how excited they were, you know, to get going.
Oh yeah, I mean, you know, you can only hit in a cage for so long, and you just want to get out there. And spring training was great, but you do want to see guys in different uniforms and get into a game and have umpires and do it for real. And I know these guys have been chomping at the bit for a long time. It's just, you know, there's something about your development as a player that you can only get when you're in game situations. There's just no way around that. And so these guys are ready to be back.
Strike three called a quick inning for Lopez. Fly out, a ground out, a line out, and a strikeout. 1, 2, 3. By your Western Washington Toyota dealers, where you'll find the exciting new Venza, Toyota's first ever exclusively all-wheel drive hybrid. For all Toyota offers, go to buyatoyota.com. Gorgeous vehicle. Our hybrids, they're coming. Here at the ballpark, no score, Orioles and the Mariners. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, Dan Wilson joining in on Tuesday nights as usual. Dan, give us some names. We know about a lot of the high, I guess, the high visibility names of the youngsters on the come. But how about some other guys that people should keep their eyes and ears open for?
Well, I think, you know, like we mentioned, that the guys in Everett, you know, there's going to be some great pitching there on a nightly basis. Some great arms down there. position player wise. Julio Rodriguez, obviously a guy that is going to draw a lot of attention down there, and rightfully so. Tacoma, there's a lot of good players there, and they always get the guys from here, that ride back and forth a little bit. So there's always a good a mix of players on that club on a nightly basis. So it's going to be exciting. I think the Northwest is in for a great summer of baseball all around.
DJ Stewart leads off. Walked his first time. Dunn has struck out 5. Walked 3, giving up 1 hit.
Dan, watching Dunn tonight, he's really struggled with his fastball command, but he's been able to land his breaking ball often. And I'm just kind of wondering, because we've talked a lot about his increased velocity, the throwing the fastball is a max effort thing, and then when he knows he's going to throw his curveball, it's more mechanical, and he's able to land that curveball or the slider when he wants to. Another one right there. Think there's something to that? Because his misses with his fastball aren't just off the edges. He's missing.
Yeah, and I noticed with the fastball too, he's missed above the zone, he's missed below the zone where he's kind of almost spiked it. Yeah, and had it not been for his breaking ball tonight, he would be in a much different position. Unfortunately, he's still almost to 60 pitches here in the 4th inning, but yeah, I mean, I think that.
Oh, nice job by Haggerty. Wind helped keep it fair, too.
I think there is something. He just has that good feel tonight with the curveball. It's something that's a little bit easier for him. Maybe it's not the max effort that you're talking about on the fastball, but it's more just a feeling that he's got. It's easier to repeat, and he's able to just pound the zone with that breaking ball.
Yeah, because I know that we've had this conversation before, that sometimes somebody's struggling, pitching coach or the catcher will go out to the mound, they come back and they immediately throw a breaking ball right away just to try to get their mechanics back in line, and then they typically find their fastball.
Yeah, and he has found it at times. Like he's used that breaking ball, and then he'll find the zone with the heater and kind of surprise the hitter, get the punch out. So that's been kind of a key for him. It's just the fastballs in between those times really have been, out of the zone and given him trouble.
Breaking ball to Mountcastle. It took a call at 3rd strike first time. Freddie Galvis, he's on deck. He has the lone base hit for the Orioles in the 2nd. Mariners got a base hit to right. 2nd inning by Luis Torrens. There's that breaking ball again. Good stuff. Quick 2 outs. 7 consecutive batters retired.
We showed the numbers earlier, and his first time through the lineup, it's typically a struggle first couple of innings, and then after that he really settles down and is almost unhittable. There's another reason why that curveball has been an excellent pitch for him this evening.
There's Galvis. Dan, Mike had a good point bringing up, talking about pitching coach coming out, go to the curveball. Why is it that seems to work a lot to get a guy back in?
Well, I think to Mike's point, mechanically you have to do a lot of things right to make that breaking ball and to find that breaking ball into the zone. And so when you find that release point, you find your mechanics to make that pitch work, then your fastball usually just comes right off of that, and you're able to make the fastball work as well. And you mentioned that trip. Woody made that trip in the 2nd inning there when the bases were full, and I'm pretty sure that conversation had a lot to do with the breaking ball and using it, and he was able to get out of the team.
Mile high pop, Evan White, nicely done. And not a surprise, that kid can pick it. 1, 2, 3, 8 in a row retired by Dunn. All right, the Mariners are excited to celebrate Benito Garza, first-year season ticket member. While he's in his rookie season, Mariners baseball runs deep with Benito, with countless memories watching games with his late parents. We're excited to have you on the club. For info on how you can join, visit mariners.com/21. Look at this gorgeous evening we have here in Seattle. Cool temperatures, breeze coming in off the Elliott Bay, blowing from the left field foul pole to the right field. 59 degrees at present time. Neither team mounting much offense here against respective pitchers. Jorge Lopez for the Orioles and Justin Dunn for the Mariners. Ty France leads off here in the home fourth. Mike, I feel a breakout coming. There's no way in the world. He's over his last 18. There's no way that's going to go much longer.
No, I would agree with you. I was talking to Danny about it before the game today, and Dan, I think the main thing with him right now is just a little bit in between. And what I mean by that is he's late on the fastball, so he's fouling it off like he is right there on a pitch that he would normally cover. And he's chasing the breaking ball a little bit more. We've all been there, but eventually he'll get it. He'll get it figured out.
Yeah, he'll find it some way. And you're right. That is that's a bad place to be. You don't know how you got there, and you don't really know how you're going to get out of it, but somehow he will.
1-2 pitch. There you go. Did not. This is Tim Timmons, first base umpire. All right, they got the inventories straightened out. France, Seager, and Lewis, 2, 3, 4 here in the bottom of the fourth inning. 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. Back to back called strikes for Jorge Lopez. Third strikeout of the early evening.
I mentioned it with Lopez. His knuckle curveball has been a problem for him this year. Came into the game, opponents were hitting .538 with a couple of home runs, but that is just perfect location at 87 miles an hour.
Kyle Seager struck out on 3 pitches to end the first. Kyle's ahead here, 2-0. So 3-0 here. Here's your Kyle Seager green light, Mike.
Always has it. Expecting him to pull the ball on the ground, straight up in the outfield.
Three and one.
We thought it was down.
Bouncing ball goes foul. Perry Hill was in perfect position, balanced up and everything. Had to go, Perry. Had a baby.
Well, you know his infielders are watching him too.
Oh,
He better not
He
kick
better
it.
not miss it.
He better not kick it.
Man, balanced up and everything. That was nice. Seager, line drive, deep, carry, gone. 1-0 Mariners. 5th home run, 21st RBI for the veteran third baseman. Boy, gave that a quick ride.
Mariners with a couple of home runs last night, and this is just a rope hit into the seats. Set up middle of the plate fastball, 96 miles an hour at the knees, middle in. We've talked a lot about him last year and this year spraying the ball around, but his power is to right field. How about an exit velocity of 111? That is smoked.
That's an easy sell, 111.
Yeah.
I mean,
That had velocity and it had volume as
Yeah, it
well.
did.
That thing was loud off the bat.
yes, it was. Sound like military grade. 0-1 to Kyle Lewis, break ball. And Mr. Seager, most career home runs. T-Mobile Park, tied with the great Nelly Cruz, or almost tied with Cruz and Ibanez. Right on their heels. He did go. 1-2. Kyle grounded out to third in his first at bat. It was home run number 34 for the Mariner Ball Club. Started the day 7th in the American League in that category. Two and two. Stewart near the line. That's the catch. It's 2 away. They put the dome on your dome. Tomorrow is your last chance to score the King Dome Snapback Cap, courtesy of Alaska Airlines. As the first 3,000 fans, they're going to get this fantastic giveaway before the Mariners host the Orioles. Don't forget, tomorrow it's a 12:40 start in the afternoon, so get your seats right now at mariners.com.
Torrens with a base hit. Yeah, Torrens with a base hit his first time up. Solid line drive into right. Quality at bat.
Extend Luis hitting streak to 4 games. 5 for his last 13. He did go. Tim Timmons, strike 1. He's a little bit upset. One. A run on 2 hits for the Mariners. No runs, 1 hit for the O's. Strike 2. Justin Dunn has struck out 6 in his 4 innings of work. Walked 3. Good news, he's retired the last 8 men that he's faced. Straight up in the infield, 1 and 2 here to Luis. Now time is granted. Two and two.
Tell you what, Mike, when you look at the velocity that Lopez has and the movement that he's got that good 2-seam to it. We used to talk about guys throwing bowling balls up there because that's what it feels like when you hit it. And this is a guy that would define that for me right here.
Yeah, I would agree with you. It's an easy 96 for him. That's 97 as he misses. Opponent's hitting just 206 off of his fastball, and he throws it a lot.
Evan White's on deck. He's keeping the AB alive. Trent's getting catching duties tonight. Last night, Tom Murphy went 1 for 2. In his 3rd home run, powered one to right field last night. 3-2. Swing and a miss. Scatting 4th strikeout for Lopez. Mariners have a 1-0 lead as we head to the 5th. Justin Dunn starting to settle in after walking 3 batters in the first 2 innings. He's retired the last 8 men that he's faced. A total of 6 strikeouts as he looks like he's in the process of fulfilling the mission of Scott Service to get deep into this ball game as we open up inning number 5 here, fellas.
Yeah, unable to find the fastball early, but leaned on the curveball and the slider. Able to pick up some key outs, pitch out in some key situations. And he finds himself with a 1-0 lead here, top 5.
Kyle Seager with a bullet home run. First pitch strike to Chance Sisco. It'll be Sisco, Ruiz, and Mullins. 8, 9, and 1. It's hit on the button. Coming in is Dylan Moore. Tom Glasgow joins us right now. Tom, how are you?
Dave, doing well. Thanks so much from the Ford Sports Desk. Hey, this is some very cool information. The Seattle Kraken and Climate Pledge Arena announcing the launch of the One Roof Foundation today. It's dedicated to advancing meaningful social change. Now, to achieve this vision, the foundation will focus on 3 primary pillars, including youth homelessness, youth access to hockey, and environmental justice. A terrific vision promoted by the area's newest team and, of course, a new member of the Root Sports family.
And we get a tie ball game as Rio Ruiz goes deep for the 3rd time this season. Ends a run of 9 consecutive hitters retired by Dunn. New ball game at 1-1. Rio Ruiz came in hitting just a .157, 2 homers, 5 runs batted in.
And in his first at bat, Dunn was able to throw the fastball by him a couple of times, so he tries to start him off with the heater. This one at 92 miles an hour, had a little run, kind of ran middle in. Exit velo of 104, 401 feet away. He was ready to hit the fastball that time.
Here's Cedric Mullins, walk, stolen base in the 1st inning. 2nd time up, grounded out to Evan White at 1st. And Haggerty lost it. He was looking for it. I saw Haggerty. He had his arms up. JP was all over it. No issue, but Sam had it only to a point. It's time for question 3. Use hashtag RootQ3. And how many total pitchers will be used in tonight's ball game for your chance to win a Root Sports Mariners prize pack? And a reminder, winners are chosen at random. 2 outs. Austin Hayes struck out looking and swinging.
I don't know about you, Dan, but I was with Haggerty on that pop-up. I couldn't see it either.
Yeah, it was up there.
Yeah, it's that time of the evening.
Yep. That's what I'm looking for you to help me out behind the plate, Mike.
That's a good pitch. 1-1. Beauty of catching. Dan, you never had sun problems here, did you?
No, not the sun.
Wind, a windy night probably is a factor, right?
The toughest part for catchers here were the shadows at times. I think that was the hardest part. I mean, it was tough for hitters and for catchers as well.
Secondary stuff starting to really sharpen up. Justin Dunn. 2 outs, a run in on the homer by Ruiz. The 1-2. Broken bat. Played nicely by JP. Double clutch. Got him. Good play.
What a great play.
Damage done by Ruiz. Score tied at 1. Go classic, spicy, or both with the new 50-50 popcorn chicken with ranch. Only at Jack in the Box. By the Emerald Queen Casino, the entertainment capital of the Northwest. Be sure to join the all-new EQC Players Club. More info at emeraldqueen.com. And by Steel. To find your local Steel dealers, visit steeldealers.com. Pioneer Square in the foreground, Smith Tower and Harbor View. This beautiful day here in Seattle. A couple of home runs on the board. Kyle Seager for the Mariners and Rio Ruiz in this 1-1 contest. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, and Dan Wilson with us on Tuesdays. First game back for Evan White since April 29th. The 1-0 win at Houston. Evan first time up. 2nd inning, flied out to right. Jorge Lopez has struck out 4. Hasn't walked anybody. Giving up a run on 2 hits. Same digits on the ledger of Mr. Dunn as well. The Evan White, J.P. Crawford, Dylan Moore, 6, 7, and 8. Lopez, 2 previous games against the Mariners. Both times he was with Kansas City. Started a game April of 2019. Came out of the pen June. Here's a drive to left field. Staying in the yard. Hayes is right there. One away. Any breakout guys, Dan, on the way up? Young guys, maybe some other names we've not heard.
Well, I think there's, obviously there's some guys down in AAA. I think that have had some big league experience and are hoping to get back there. Obviously, you hope they get off to a good start and get a chance to play here. And I'm hoping for them. And some of these guys in Everett that we're going to get a chance to see this summer are going to be able to, they're going to be on a good ball club. It's going to be fun to watch. And hope some of these guys will get off on the right foot. This is such an important thing to get off on the right foot on that first part of the season. And tonight's the opener. And
they weren't afraid to load up that Everett team. Either 13 of the top prospects are in Everett now. That should be a fun team to watch.
There's going to be a lot of excitement up there. No doubt about it.
JP fouls it off 1-2. Crawford grounded out to Ruiz at second in the second inning. Quick work. 2-2. One out, nobody on, and a 2-2 to JP Crawford. Full count. Dylan Moore's on deck. And JP's aboard. First walk by Lopez this evening. Be on hand for a giveaway as bright as the T-Mobile Park lights on May 13 and 14 with Mariners Neon Cap Nights. First 5,000 fans each game. They're going to score this cap reminiscent of the 90s when the Mariners host Cleveland. Visit Mariners.com for your seats. One out base runner for Dylan Moore, grounded out to second. JP caught halfway, throw down to first. Errant throw. Rohan Tart, he knows he might have been a dead duck down there.
Well, he slipped on his way back. I think he had it without a problem, but he goes ball in the dirt. McDelivery super mode. Backhand play. He sees, he can't tell how far away it is. Right there, he realizes he has it, and he slips, but still able to get back.
Crawford 1 out of 2 base stealing this far this season.
I didn't have much of a lead that time.
Dylan Moore and Sam Haggerty lead in that category. 6 for Dylan and 5 bags for Haggerty.
You know, a lot of that time throwing over like that comes from the dugout. They'll tell the catcher to have him throw it over there. After you establish yourself, Dan, did you ever do it on your own? Just to get a feeling?
Yeah, there were points of the game where they would let you kind of go on your own and get a feel for it. Obviously, in tighter situations late in the game, usually the manager will take over or the coach that's accustomed to doing it. But you're right, a lot of times it does come from the bench.
JP takes off, throw down to second, get him.
Yeah, late jump that time.
Out 2-4, 2 outs.
Timing was a little bit off, and he ends up getting thrown out at second base. Yeah, definitely a good call down there.
Carlos Torres, umpire at second.
Just a little bit of a late jump was the difference.
Nice throw by Chance Cisco. He's now 5 out of 6 against would-be base stealers.
A good throw right there. Anywhere else he's probably safe, but right on the money, easy to tag.
2-2 to make that called a strike. It's 2-2 now to Dillon. Adam Plutko getting ready. Dillon gets free pass.
Would not be surprised if Dillon tries it himself.
Why not?
Well, bottom of the lineup, that's part of their game. Get themselves into scoring position. Sam Haggerty hitting 9th this evening. He also likes to run.
To your point, Mike, a little tougher with Haggerty in the left-handed batter's box. Tougher for the catcher to kind of see the jump, see the runner, has to rely on someone yelling it out. Sometimes it just don't react the same way. So a little tougher with a left-handed hitter.
Oh, speed pitch for strike. Well, some good news. 4 games in his homestand, 6, 7, and 8 spots. Hit a combined 271 entering tonight's game. Aaron's been looking for that lift. The other way, nicely done, beating the shift. Got 2 speed guys on a base path now.
Haggerty taking advantage of a hanging curveball. Left it up out over the plate. There you go.
Good piece of hitting right there. Outer half, Mike. Sometimes you see a big pitch like that, you try to pull it.
Pitching change. That's it for Jorge Lopez. Got a 1-1 ball game. Mariners threatening with 2 outs. Jorge Lopez, his night is over, fellas. Walked a couple here in the 5th inning. Got him in some trouble.
Yeah, they were ready to go in the bullpen. Only threw 76 pitches, but pretty good fastball today. Topped out at 97 miles an hour. His curveball had been a problem, and really they hadn't done much with it until that last curveball that Haggerty picked up the base hit. But 4 2/3, 3 hits, 1 run. It was earned. He's also responsible for the 2 base runners, a couple of walks, 4 strikeouts. Mentioned the 76 pitches, 55% on first pitch strikes. Adam Plutko will take over. This will be his 12th appearance on the year. Pitched well. Opponent's average just 196, 16 1/3. He has 5 walks, 11 strikeouts. Fastball at 92 miles an hour. Cutter slider combination for him.
Haniger 0 for 2, ground out and a strikeout looking. Time now for the Xfinity high-speed connection. And he's hitting the ball hard consistently.
He hit the ball hard last night. It's been pretty common this year with him, though. 103 in the 8th inning. That was the home run.
2 fastest runners on the club out there. Moore and Haniger.
Pretty good cut right there, Mike, on that fastball up in the zone. Called it straight back, but was on it. Just got underneath it just a hair.
Now, looking at the Mariner hitters, I think he's probably one of the best ones at that high fastball. That first fastball was a cut fastball at 89 miles an hour, and he tried to lose it. 8 home runs on the year for Haniger.
1-1 to Mitch. Way upstairs from Plutko. 6'3", 215 out of Upland, California. Drafted out of UCLA 2013. The 11th round by the Cleveland Indians. Came over from the Indians March 27th. Two and two.
Another cutter right off the end of the bat.
That's really what that pitch is designed for, Mike. It's really more of a contact pitch, but it's designed to get from the barrel to the end of the bat just like that to avoid solid contact. And
it's a good pitch as long as you're locating it.
Yeah, you got to be able to locate.
2-2. Off the end of the bat. Plutko. Wow. Close quarters, he flipped it to the first baseman to end the inning. Score tied at 1. Justin Dunn about to start the 6th inning. How he started out here, Mike.
As curveball was working for him early in the ball game, and he needed it because he was struggling with his fastball command. That's a quality fastball at 94 on the corner, but basically it's been his breaking ball. And why not? Nobody's been able to hit it all year long. 6 strikeouts for him. And you can see a heavy dose of the curveball in there. There's the one fastball at 94. So struggled a little bit through the first 2, but he has really settled down. See the base runner second time through. Just the 1 hit. And hasn't walked anybody.
Got Service hoping to get 5 or 6 out of Dunn. Here he is pitching in the 6th inning. He's got Trey Mancini, Michael Franco, and DJ Stewart.
And now his pitch count's in pretty good shape too. He threw 45 pitches to get through the first 2 innings, but he's really settled down, Dan.
Yeah, I think finding that breaking ball has forced Baltimore to be a little bit more aggressive. He's got a lot more quick outs with that breaking ball, and that's done a great service to his pitch count, so he's in good shape.
Mancini, strikeout victim in the 1st, and sent Dylan Moore to the track in the 3rd. Right field. 1-1. Dunn and Terrence, good pacing there, Dan.
Yeah, they've worked well together tonight.
Off the fist.
I think it's something that's probably not what they had it originally in plan as far as the scouting report goes, but Terrence recognizing that his breaking ball was going to get him back into this ball game, and he just started calling it a lot, and you haven't seen Dunn shake it off really at all. Dan.
No, I think he's just gotten to the point where he's just felt so comfortable with it, and he and Terrence are on the same page with it. I think it has a lot to do again with that conversation they had with Pete Woodworth early in the ball game as well.
Oh, flare job. Base hit for Mancini. He went 0 for 4 last night.
One of the few times that the breaking ball has been hit.
I don't think that'll change their mind any. That ball not hit hard off the label. When you talk about the conversation, I think they've been talking in between innings as well, Mike, and in the bench, and that's the kind of stuff you go over is, hey, your breaking ball is unbelievable tonight. Let's just lean on that pitch until they make the adjustment. They have not been able to make that adjustment, so they're staying with it.
That's part of it. The other day we saw two starts ago, we saw it with Sheffield where he didn't have a slider, which he always has a slider.
Yeah.
Didn't have it. Well, he found his changeup, and he went with his 2-seamer and changeup and just found a way to fight his way through it. That's part of the deal when you're going out there. This year, probably 27 starts on the year. You're not always going to have your best stuff. You have to find a way.
And you're right to credit Dave. You're right to credit Terrence to recognize that early, and to find that. That's what catchers do. Good catchers do. They try to find the pitch that's working for them, and they go to it.
Terrence does not have a play. 0-2. How about what the Cubs were facing today? Kershaw and Bauer. They beat Kershaw in the first game. Bauer no decision in the second game. Cubs win 7-1 and 4-3. Saw that set up the pitching chart yesterday. When man, that's go get them, boys. A doubleheader. Kershaw and Bauer. It's impressive by Chicago. 1-2. The Giants continue to play some really good ball. Blow out Colorado and Denver 12-4. 1-2 pitch here from Dunn. High fly ball. JP will yield to Haggerty. Sam is there. Do you know a teacher who is making a difference in our community? Well, each week, WSECU is giving a $500 grant to a special educator in our region to be used in their school. Nominations, they're open right now through May 31st at mynorthwest.com/teacher. One out, one on for DJ Stewart, a walk and a fly to left. Rangers win in 10 at Minnesota, 6-3. And the Athletics 4-1 lead, top 9 in Oakland against Toronto. And the Angels trail 4-1 at home, top of the 7th at Tampa Bay. One 1 to Stewart.
Dan, you weren't here. You were over on the radio side at the start of the game, but Dave and I, we were talking about the bullpen. Yesterday was a bullpen day, including Swanson, who actually started the game. It was including him, the 7 relievers that ran out there. Bullpen, I think, is still in pretty good shape, but as a manager, you come in the next day to try to game plan on how you're going to piece this thing together. And that's why I thought I was talking about it earlier, that it would be important for Dunn to get through 6 innings and hopefully have the lead.
Throw down to first. Oh, close.
Because the 2 relievers that did not pitch was you have Graveman out there and Montero, and Graveman's up getting loose right now. So if you can somehow get through this inning and then find a lead, but you can have Graveman for a couple of innings and then Montero at the back end, and that's the plan. So we'll see if it works. But that's kind of what they have set up, and when it works out the way you want it to, that's kind of nice.
1-2 pitch here to Stewart.
Just missing the top of the zone. But first things first, Dunn has to get through this inning.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. I think you're right. When you have a bullpen day like that, the manager comes in the next day and goes right to the starter and says, hey, I need some innings today. And so far, JD's been able to do it.
Big 2-2 pitch here to Stewart. Full count. Infield looking for a double play, looking for Stewart to pull it. Seager's going to be the middleman. Here's the setup in the infield. See Kyle Lewis shading a little bit towards left center. First, Mancini, not much of a lead. Dunn has given up a run on 3 hits, struck out 6, walked 3. 1 point, retired 9 consecutive hitters. 3-2 pitch. Missed. Second time Stewart has walked. 4th walk of the evening. To second goes Mancini. And here comes Pete Woodworth.
I think that's Scott.
Oh, it is Scott.
Yeah.
It is Scott.
He's going to go to Graveman now.
Got the hoodie on. Usually has a stadium coat. So Dunn leaves in a 1-1 game. Couple of men aboard. 1 out, 6th inning, and Graveman, who's been outstanding, will take over. Well, Justin Dunn's day is done here in the 6th. Had some good moments, Mike.
He did. It really hurt his pitch count in the first 2 innings, throwing 45 pitches. Left the game at 88 after the walk. And then with the bases loaded, broken bat, get himself out of trouble. He was in trouble in the first couple of innings, but like he has done, he makes pitches when he needs to. And his breaking ball was a terrific pitch for him tonight, Dan.
That's really the key for him all night long. Couldn't find the fastball early. Baltimore was patient, and then he found the breaking ball. Got a lot more swings. Able to get through 5 1/3, just giving up those 3 hits. Just the 1 earned run. 0 for 4 with runners in scoring position tonight. You see 2 ground balls, 8 fly balls, and the 6 strikeouts for Justin on the evening.
Beacon Plumbing called to the pen.
I think with a couple of runners on and just the 1 out, he didn't want to take chances. Graveman has been one of his best out of the pen. So he went to get Kendall. So it'll be his 11th appearance. 0.83 batting average against him. 11 2/3, just a couple of walks, 12 strikeouts. His average fastball, 97 miles an hour. Slider, changeup.
He has been fierce coming out of the pen.
He's got that good velocity and the two-seam movement to it. Mariners would take a ground ball right here in a big way.
A ball off the bat of Ryan Mountcastle, DHing tonight. He struck out looking and swinging. One out, two on here in the Baltimore sixth in a 1-1 game. Evan White, two down.
And an inside out swing on the barrel, but well positioned. It's an easy play for Evan. Maybe had a chance to get the lead runner, but Crawford and France nowhere near the base, no way to get him. He thought about it.
Two down brings up Freddie Galvis. Got the first Baltimore hit, second inning. They fouled out to Evan White in the fourth.
And there it is, Dan. 98 miles an hour, started in off the plate and run it back to the corner.
That is so hard for that left-handed hitter. Just impossible.
Yeah.
Starts at you, runs back on the plate.
Trying to get out of a jam here. 0-1 to Galvis.
See that good two-seam action again. The good news there is you can throw a slider now in off that same slot and just blow up his bat. This is such a devastating pitch, that two-seamer on the inside part.
Mancini and Stewart, the base runners. Graveman 0-2 to Galvis. Ball one. Graveman flourishing in his role coming out of the bullpen. Started by trade, got that benign tumor in his neck that precludes him from being a starter anymore. And he has taken on this role with open arms. 1-2 pitch. Down low.
Missing with 100 miles an hour.
But that number right there, 2 for 21 with 2 strikes. Home run by Kyle Seager and a home run by Rio Ruiz. That's your scoring to this point. Oh, it gets away. Runners advance. Wild pitch.
He tries to go to the breaking ball in off the plate. Off of Torrenz's chest protector.
Critical pitch here with 2 runners in scoring position, 2 outs. Graveman ready. 3-2 pitch. Walked him. Bases are loaded. Now you get to Chance Cisco, the catcher. He walked in, lined out to right. Orioles left the bases loaded in inning number 2. They had them loaded last night in the 3rd. Didn't score in either case. Broken bat, slow roller. JP got to hurry. Yes, sir. Now it's time for the Snoqualmie Casino Hydro Challenge. Which boat do you think will win? Well, there's certainly a reason why you put a very good athlete at the position of shortstop in baseball. Look at this.
And there's a reason he won the Gold Glove last year. Kendall Graveman just blowing this bat up, and you can see it breaking and cuts all the way across right in front of Ty France to make the play. An easier play for Crawford with his momentum going to first. And Dunn likes it.
There's Ty France, the leadoff. Tough road for Ty over his last 19. Hopefully a breakout is imminent. France, Seager, and Lewis, 2, 3, 4 here in the 6th. Popped it up and it's playable. And Cini. Check out the T-Mobile coverage cam. Great view here of this wonderful ballpark. This is the middle game of the 3-game set. 12:40 start tomorrow. The Mariners head off to take on the Rangers for the first time this year and see the Dodgers for the second time this time in LA. Great looks that we're given by this T-Mobile coverage cam. It's a beauty.
Well, Kyle Seager's been the offense tonight. A solo home run back in the 4th. It's the 1 run for the Mariners.
Got it with a 3-2 pitch. There was no doubt about it. Lefty happy zone, went down and got it. Adam Plutko in relief of Jorge Lopez. Foul back.
I think Kyle has a little advantage.
He's got a few on him.
Yeah, I think so.
Shift on against Seager. Pitch at his back foot, ball 1, 1 and 2. Plutko with the 1-2. Almost hit him.
Almost hit him with a cutter.
Plutko coming over me March 27th from Cleveland. Seager takes that. Count runs full. First time up, Siegs with the strikeout. Second time up, a bullet home run to get Kyle Lewis on deck. 3-2 pitch. Left-handers hitting 273 off of Plutko. Right-handers 147. That's hit hard but foul. Look out down there. Hope there's a glove. And a ricochet of a guy with a glove.
Ball well in off the plate, Mike, and Kyle still able to get the barrel to it. Hit it pretty hard. Seems to be really seeing the ball very well.
Another pop up. Third baseman coming over. Plutko. Third baseman is going to be Franco in foul territory. Here's Twitter Tuesday question number 4. Predict how many combined runs will be scored in the 8th and 9th innings of tonight's game for your chance to win a Kyle Seager bobblehead and Mariners beach towel. We still have one more question, so stay tuned. Kyle Lewis. Kyle ground out to third. Fly to right. Infield straight up, outfield deep. 1-1. Good movement on that pitch. 1-2.
Yeah, for both these clubs, both teams really lean on their bullpens, quality bullpens for both. Baltimore's has really been on a nice roll in the last couple of weeks. Tough to bunch hits together. You think maybe just like last night, whoever hits the ball out of the ballpark's got a chance to win it.
Look out. 2-2. Those bullpens starting the night of 3.12 ERA. 5th lowest ERA in the American League and 7th best in the majors. Boy, did that get away.
Well, he'd gone with some sliders early in the count. One off the plate. You know Kyle's staying in there. Try to see that pitch and make that one so scary. It just ran right up in there.
2-2. Full count. Luis Torrens is on deck. Both teams a run on 3 hits. Mariners had 3 runs, 3 hits last night. A broken bat ground ball smothered by Mancini. Foot race to the bag. Plutko wins it. The Mariners are retired 1-2-3 in the 6th. 1-1 ball game, and it's a proud moment when you can salute some sportsmanship. Sometimes that gets lost in our coverage, and Plutko in a race to the bag telling Kyle Lewis, hey man,
I was on the pitch that was up and in, and Plutko was saying that's my bad, and Kyle said you're all right, get back to it.
Rio Ruiz, his homer tied the game at 1-1 in the 5th. Kendall Graveman came on with 1 out in the 6th in relief of Justin Dunn. J.P. Crawford made a terrific play to end the 6th inning with the bases loaded. Got the shift on for Ruiz. Ty France out in short right field. Here's JP charging. Tell you what, his accuracy on those cross-body throws is very, very impressive. Here's Tom Glasgow.
David, thanks so much from the Ford Sports Desk. How about some hashtag where I root as we find out where Mariner fans are rooting the team on from. Hey, this is Seattle Sports Radio personality Danny O'Neill. May the 4th be with you. As Princess Leia. Well played, Danny. We like that. Devin, cheap ticks and free hats. Best Tuesday night activity. Having fun with the friends. We appreciate that photo as well. And Mariners super fan Amy, socially distanced with friends and families in right field. She caught a home run ball last night. Well done. As we send it back to the ballpark. Hey, good news, guys. No Baltimore home run while I'm talking this time.
Hey, it happens. Part of the business.
Well done, Tom.
Occupational hazard, Tom. Shift still on here. This is for Mullins now. Kept him in check to this point. Walked, stolen base in the 1st inning, ground out the 1st, and popped to short.
Mentioned that he's having a really good year. Hit a home run last night, and he's really been able to handle the fastball.
38 hits, leads the majors entering tonight. Oh, 2 strikes. Well, what a difference in his career when he said, you know what, I'm gonna bag being a switch hitter. Let me just swing it lefty. It's working out real well. 1-2. Ooh, boy, they got Luis. Danny been there.
Probably the thumb.
Could be the thumb. Sometimes on foul tips, you go to close the glove, and they tip it, and it gets the back of your finger. Somewhere on that catching hand, you'll see.
Big delivery, super mo. Foul tip. Yeah.
Like right on the heel of the hand.
He kind of twisted his hand backwards a little bit, too. Doesn't feel very, very good when your pitcher's throwing 98 miles an hour with movement.
You remember that, though, Mike.
No, not really.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Infield pulled around to the right for Mullins. 2-2 pitch. Pitching's been the story here tonight. 2-2 pitch to Mullins. Slicing fly ball, run down by Kyle Lewis. Here's a look at the Verizon player profile. John Means, we're impressed seeing him in Baltimore.
He's really thrown the ball well this year. Good chance to see him tomorrow. Opponent's average is 163. And ERA at a 1.7.
2 outs here in the Orioles' 7th. Here's Austin Hayes. A couple strikeouts. A nice play turned in by J.P. Crawford to end the 5th inning. Boy, the hit's been scattered. 1 in the 2nd for the O's. The home run in the 5th. Another in the 6th. Mariners, 2nd inning base hit, home run in the 4th, base hit in the 5th. No multi-hit innings. 2 outs here and an 0-2 count here to Austin Hayes.
I don't know about you, Bo, but that movement tonight is unbelievable for Kendall. I mean, we've seen it before, but tonight really that ball is running big time.
It really is, and his fastball has been anywhere from 95 to 100 miles an hour.
Way ahead 0-2. Got it. That is nasty stuff. Well done by Kendall Graveman to get it to the Mariners' home 7th. Well of a job. Coming up for the Mariners in the home 7th. Stretch time. Luis Torrens, Evan White, and J.P. Crawford. Today's 7th inning stretch is brought to you by Washington's Lottery. Get up and stretch your imagination. Imagine with friends, family, even neighbors. Imagination is better together. We're together here at T-Mobile Park. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, Dan Wilson. Dan the man. 1-1 ball game. Matching totals right there for the Orioles and the Mariners in game 2 of a 3-game set. Tomorrow getaway day. 12:40 first pitch. Here's Luis Torrens to lead it off. Luis, Evan White, and J.P. Crawford. Luis got the Mariners' first hit, a 1-out single in the 2nd. Since then, a strikeout. Fly ball out of play. Adam Plutko took over. 2 outs in the 5th inning. He is really tempted down here. Nothing going on. Much going on offensively for either team. One and 2 to Luis. Went 1 for 3 Sunday in his last start. A base hit in the 2nd. Extended his hitting streak to 4 games. Hits this one, gives it a ride. Deep left center field. Off the fence. Luis digging for 2nd, and he'll get there standing. A leadoff ringing double.
Haven't seen many mistakes from Plutko, but this is one of them. A breaking ball, just a hanger in the middle of the plate. Might have even been the cutter, and he just misses a home run. But a good start for the Mariners here in the 7th.
Well, there's one way to heal up that hand after the foul tip. There it is right there.
And hand's feeling pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely.
See if they can get him in, get him over, get him in. Evan White, couple of flyouts, one to right, one to left. Evan out since April 30th. His last game was April 29th. Lost his granddad. Bullpen comparison. A couple of good ones here.
Yeah, that's where the battle is at. Rafael Montero getting loose in the Mariner pen.
Now, to your point, Mike, they just have not made many mistakes tonight in the bullpen with Putko out there. He's just picked up right where Lopez left off.
1-1 here to Evan White. Good take, 2-1. That hit by Torrens, his second tonight, the fourth for the Mariners. Good count for him, 2-1. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's a big knock right here, 2-2. And holding on is the catcher Cisco. Down goes Evan White, 1 down. Putko's first strikeout.
Trying to keep the ball away from him. Staying with the cutter for the most part. The delivery Supermo in the swing. Just a little bit late on it.
Good pitching change. Brandon Hyde going to the pen in this 1-1 game. Mariners baseball is brought to you by Bartell Drugs. Proudly part of the Pacific Northwest for 131 years with 65 locations. Learn more at bartelldrugs.com. And by your local Ford dealer, home of the F-150, America's best-selling truck for 44 years. Great to have the concession stands open last year during the pandemic. We didn't have this. That's real baseball atmosphere right there. Getting some grub for all the fans here at the ballpark. Paul Fry takes over.
Average fastball at 93 miles an hour, and also has a slider that he likes to use. This will be his 14th appearance on the air. Opponents hitting .205 against him. 11 in the third, 17 strikeouts.
Bring him in to face lefty swinging J.P. Crawford, who's grounded out the second and walked this evening. Luis Torrens, he's out at second, leadoff double. Doubled off the fence in deep left center field. JP's been strong defensively tonight. He is 7 for his last 20 at the plate. One 0 pitch. Two 2-0. JP trying to give the Mariners the lead here in the 7th inning with Torrens at second. Outfield swung around to the left. He's been no small fry, that's for sure.
Tough on left-handers this year. Look at K rate. Punching out half the guys you see. Wow. Crawford had a chance to hurt him right there, though. 2-0 count. He had a fastball right in the middle of the plate. Fouled it off. He's hit left-handers this year, though. 345 clip.
3-1 to JP.
You see he likes to use the slider with the left-handers, but hasn't found the strike zone with it yet. JP's laid off of it. Let's see, 3-1. Maybe he gets a chance at that fastball again.
There is a lot of acreage between Mullins and Stewart, the center fielder and the right field. 3-1. Takes 3-2. Dylan Moore is on deck. 3-2 pitch here to JP Crawford. 1 out, runner at second. And he strikes out. 2-away.
Well, this time he just goes at him with a good fastball. Right on the outside corner.
Dylan Moore, see if he can rise to the challenge here. 0 for 1 with a walk. First pitch from Fry. Strike 1. On here to Dylan. Count goes to 1-1. 6,504 on hand here this evening. Trent's not a fast runner. He's out at second. 2 outs. He'll be on the giddy up here. Moore can put it in play. He takes a strike 1 and 2.
A little bit of a slinger. He's got that little bit of that lower arm angle, makes that backdoor slider to the righties so effective, and then he follows it up with that heater on the outside part as well, but kind of a different arm angle.
Ball and 2 strikes. Dylan Moore trying to ring the bell here. 250 hitter against lefty pitching this season. Good numbers right there. Runners in scoring position. 1-2 pitch. 2 out, runner at second. Swing and a tag made by Cisco. Net threat dives right there. We go to the 8th, tied at 1. 1-1 ball game, top of the 8th, and with Dave Valley joining us right now, Dan Wilson on hand here. Let's take a look at a piece of video. And you guys have been there as catchers in the big leagues. Watch what happens here. LeMahieu puts it in play. Brakeman thrown over to first. Wild throw. It's on an infield play. There's 1 run scored. Nagashio. And then here's Odor. Yikes. That is some kind of ugly. Look at his leg. The good news, we're going to get a trap contusion for Maldonado, the catcher. He did pass the concussion protocol, and Odor is set to get an MRI tomorrow. But boys, that's ugly, and you both have had collisions at home plate. How would you, if you're Maldonado, if you had another chance, how could you play that differently? Val, let's start with you.
Well, there's a number of things that I saw. First, from where that throw was coming from, that's the most blindsided you can be for a catcher. Right, I'm looking over my right shoulder. It's in foul territory. I don't even know where the runner is. Then it was a two-hopper. He didn't pick it cleanly, and he's kind of falling into the line where the runner was. The other thing I saw was there was a bat there. The first thing I used to do, as soon as I thought there might be a play, I took that bat and I threw it away. Okay? And then thirdly, why didn't he slide? Ultimately, he should have been sliding.
Yeah, it's interesting you mentioned the first point, Val, because that's the first thing I thought of looking up that right field line. You are just so unaware of where the runners are at all, and your focus just becomes so intent on the baseball. And when that ball squirted away to the third base side, your focus is just the ball. You're just trying to find that ball to put a tag down somewhere. And there's just no way he could have seen that runner in time at all. I'm glad he had his mask on, Val, and I know I was a big proponent of wearing my mask.
Always.
I think that really helped Maldonado from more serious injury. But you're right. I mean, the fact that Odor did not slide is kind of a mystery to me. That's a great opportunity to slide because it protects you from exactly what we just saw.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, that injury could have been a lot worse for Odor right there. I mean, he could have just hyperextended his knee, blew out his ACL, all kinds of things. Because it looked like he almost jumped to the plate there, too. And part of it, too, I wonder if because that bat was there, he didn't feel like he had a lane to actually slide.
Yeah, I'm with you. I like to keep that lane clear as well. And oftentimes, you know, if I had forgotten to do it, I think an umpire a lot of times would reach in there as well and grab that bat to get it out of the way. But for whatever reason, that one was laying right there.
That was an ugly play.
Well, it was, and it's unfortunate also with Maldonado not able to pick that ball cleanly, because if he catches it cleanly, then you're in a better position to turn around, even though the runner's close to you, and protect yourself a little bit. That could have been really bad, and it's one of those plays you see it from time to time. Even with outfielders running into each other, you just get to a point to where you just can't protect yourself at all. You know,
I don't know how you guys feel, but just seeing that play reminds me that I don't miss collisions at home plate. I just don't miss them.
Amen to that. I was watching it live, and I screamed. I mean, it was like, it looked like everything that could go wrong did go wrong. And it's amazing that Maldonado, a contusion to his left, I guess, what is that, his left trap, got run into, and he passed concussion protocol, and hopefully the MRI will be good for Odor tomorrow. Wow. That is really Val, thanks for your input. Appreciate it. Catch you on Mariners postgame presented by Alaska Airlines. There's a fire in the general area, hence the smoke. 2-0 pitch. Montero, that's ripped down the line, hooking, foul. Franco, he's at first, fielder's choice. And DJ Stewart 2-1.
You know, seeing that play though, Mike, at home plate does you kind of remind you of the fact that you just don't see that anymore. I mean, right. the number of plays at the plate and the number of times guys slide has gone up so much. You just don't see a lot of those types of collisions anymore.
Kyle Lewis taking charge. 2 outs.
You're right about that with the rules that they have now. And again, if the play comes together and when he catches the ball, Odor is going to slide like you're supposed to, everything is fine. But once the ball gets away from him, that just kind of set that whole thing up.
It's one of the uglier collisions I've seen in a long time. Man. 2 out for Ryan Mountcastle. 0-3.
It's late in the ball game, trying stay in this thing. All the outfielders, no doubles. They're all playing right in front of the warning track. Kyle Seager at third is on the line, trying to stay away from the double.
Both teams have run on 4 hits. Slow roller. Seager charging. Safe. Base hit from Mountcastle. 2 on, 2 out.
Well, I mentioned Seager was playing on the line and playing back. He tries to make the play. Mountcastle, pretty good speed, able to beat it easily. Pat Valleca is going to pinch run. Not running for Franco. So a little better speed at second.
Valleca went 2 for 3 in last night's game. Single and a double.
And Pete Woodworth out of the dugout, heading on out to the mound.
Dan, was the worst collision you were in?
I remember getting run over by a young player named Matt Luke with the Angels. And he got me pretty good. He was out. I got to add that to the story.
There you go.
But yeah, he got me pretty good. And I remember being, I think I stayed in the game, but ended up waking up the next morning and the neck was a little sore from a little bit of whiplash. But
was the throw, was that one of those plays you were talking about? Throw came from right field and you were a little bit blinded?
Yeah, it was kind of a right center throw. And you know, again, had to stay with it. And that is the toughest play for a catcher. You just really are at the mercy of the runner because you just don't have any idea where he is or where he is coming down the line. A play like that with runners where they were, you know, sometimes when a guy is rounding the bag, he comes from more in the grass, and so he's coming at a different angle than when he's coming straight down the line. So you just don't know where he's coming from when you're looking out at right field like that.
There's Freddie Galvis.
Yeah, you think about it, the runner almost always has the advantage. One, he's got speed coming your way, and he can see everything.
Yes.
So the timing of it, that's when they're deciding whether they're going to slide or just try to run through the play.
Yeah, they can see the throw, they can see the play developing.
And you hear him coming, but you can't exactly locate him.
Saying it hit him on the foot? Yes, it did.
How about that? That'll load him up.
It's a breaking ball towards his back foot. Yep.
They get him. Second, make that 3rd time tonight. The O's have the bases loaded. Chance Cisco, the hitter, the catcher, 0 for 2. Popped up, battle play.
Tell you this puts a lot of pressure on Torrens if he wants to call that breaking ball. The way the defense is set up, Seager is about halfway to second base, and Valleca, who's at third, is walking about halfway down the line. So that is not going to take much for that ball to kick away for him to try to score. So he's going to have to really smother it at home plate.
And you know, Valleca at third is looking for that. He's looking for one that's just squirting away. He's going to be aggressive.
Valleca, third, almost halfway to home with the lead, with Seager well off the bag. The O's had it loaded, had the bases loaded 2nd inning and the 6th, and now again here in the 8th. Big lead by Valleca at third, and there's a strike. Needed that, 1 and 2.
And no surprise, spin a couple of fastballs. That one on the inside corner.
Montero trying to pitch his way out of a jam here. In a 1-1 ball game, 8th inning. 2 out, bases loaded. And he's going to get it done. Ty France over to Evan White, inning over. The O's have stranded 10 men tonight. Mariners need some runs here. Just get one, get ahead, close it out in the 9th. 1-1 ball game, bottom 8 here at T-Mobile Park, and here's your final chance to win big tonight. Predict the speed of the final pitch thrown in tonight's game for your chance to win a Vizzy prize pack, courtesy of Vizzy Lemonade Hard Seltzer. Thanks to everyone who participated. Join us again next week for more Twitter Tuesday. Great day here at the ballpark with COVID-19 vaccinations. A lot of people taking advantage. If you had a ticket to the ballpark and you needed a vaccination, the vaccination was free at 3 locations here at T-Mobile Park. Good to see Mariner fans getting involved, doing civic duty. Up on the boardwalk. Travis Lakins Sr. takes over.
Again, he's pitched well. This will be his 11th appearance. Opponents hitting just 138 against him. 8 2/3, 5 strikeouts, 6 walks. Walks a little bit high. Average fastball 94. Cutter and curveball.
There's Sam Haggerty to lead things off. 9-1-2. Sam, Mitch Haniger, Ty France. Ruiz takes over third with Valleca to second. Right field. Will it get down? It does. Fast runner at first base. Good start to the 8th inning. And that's going to bring up Mitch Haniger.
And there's a solid base hit. A delivery supermo in the swing. Probably just off the label a little bit. But he'll take the hit.
2 hits tonight for Sam, 1 to left field. Nice little breaking ball. They hit the other way, and that one right there pulled that fastball into right center.
Back safely. He had to give a good dive there.
Well, he has a reputation now, and you can see why. 9 for 9 in his career for stolen bases. And they know that he likes to run early if he's going to.
Right side of the infield wide open for Mitch. Outfield deep. 3 infielders left side. On hold, back with the dive again.
We saw Cisco with a caught stealing earlier. Good throw to second base. That 9 for 9 is just a challenge for the catchers. They want to be the first guy to throw him out.
Haggerty holds a pitch to Haniger. Inside, ball 1. The O's infield right now: Ruiz, Galvis, Valleca, and Mancini, with Hayes, Mullins, and Stewart in the outfield. 1-0. Good setup here for Haniger.
Keenan Middleton getting loose in the Mariner pen.
Tanner Scott, left-hander.
Hard throwing left-hander. He'll be in the upper 90s.
3-0. To Haniger, who's 0 for 3 tonight. Ground out the short. Took a called third strike and comebacker to the pitcher. Four-pitch walk. Now a quick word from Seattle Cancer Care Alliance Proton Therapy Center.
I found out I had prostate cancer on opening day 2017. I had a friend who had prostate cancer, and I saw the side effects he was going through, and I just thought there had to be a better way. It was much easier than I ever thought possible. If I had to recommend proton therapy, I absolutely would.
Well, we're talking about it with Lakins. He's pitched well, but walks can be a problem for him. And There's really no way to measure it, Dan, but the speed of Haggerty over there, throwing over there 2 or 3 times, maybe rushing to the plate a little bit. Wants him to walk Haniger, and Mariners in a good situation, first and second, and nobody out.
Yeah, that's the thing speed can do, is you don't even have to run to put pressure on the defense. And you even saw Sam there on 3-0 kind of give it a fake. That just throws the concentration of the pitcher off big time.
This is a good situation. Franziger, Lewis, and Terenza's got 2 hits tonight. They're coming up next. Ty France, he would love to bust out right here. He's 0 for 3 and 0 for his last 20.
Good time to get it turned around in the right direction.
Very good speed on the base paths. Blocked by Cisco. Haggerty at second. Haniger at first. Lincoln's ready. 1-0 here to Ty France. 2-0.
.92 miles an hour. Caught the corner, but did not get the call. Or 8 pitches, just 1 strike.
Probably why he didn't get the call.
Yeah.
2-0. 3-0. Ty France and Mitch Haniger spent the better part of April along with Kyle Seager leading this offense. 3-0 pitch. There's the strike. Kyle Seager awaits. This a big pitch right here. 3-1 to Ty France. Takes full count. Couple of guys ready to run. Haggerty and Haniger. Outfield straight away and deep. 3-2 pitch. Takes for ball 4. The loaded for Kyle Seager.
Well, for France, he was definitely taking 3-0. Might have even been taking 3-1 on his own. Patient at bat, and it pays off.
Pitching change. Tanner Scott going to come in to face Kyle Seager. Game on the line. 8th inning. Bases loaded. You download the MLB app for live pitch-by-pitch updates, video highlights, breaking news, and more for both the Mariners and all of Major League Baseball. Well, we got a crucible situation in front of us. 1-1 ball game. Bottom 8. Nobody out. Bases loaded. Here's Kyle Seager. Damage he did earlier.
Yeah, line drive home run. Exit velo of 111. For Kyle, his 5th home run on the year.
Kyle Seager leads the majors starting today. Runners in scoring position. 10 for 24 doubles, a triple, 2 home runs, 18 RBIs, 3 walks.
Tanner Scott will take over. 14 appearances on the year. Opponent's hitting 140. Average fastball 97 miles an hour with a hard slider. 14 strikeouts and 12 1/3.
Drawn in infield. 3 defenders right side of the infield. Outfield deep for Seager. First pitch. Outside, ball 1.
He's been tough on lefties. You can see the average righties also. Again, overpowering fastball in the upper 90s with that hard slider.
Reminds me of Matt Thornton in his earlier days.
Now the only thing that he has is he can also walk some hitters. Wild at times.
1-0 to Kyle. Screaming liner, center field. Haggerty tags. Here he comes. The throw goes to third. Kyle Seager's checked in again. 2-1 lead. Mariners in the 8th. Second RBI tonight for Seager. He's got 22. Well done.
Well, you get in these situations, he misses with the first pitch. I like that he's being aggressive. He knows he's going to get the fastball and hits it right at the center fielder, but that'll get the run in.
Well, you knew with Haggerty at third base, you didn't need anything very deep. And Kyle hits this one straight away center field, picks up the run. Gives the Mariners the lead.
I really like that he was aggressive right there.
Yeah.
That's just a veteran, smart baseball.
Here's Kyle Lewis. Mariners with a 2-1 lead here in the 8th. Lewis 0 for 3. Drives this one. Right field. It's got Carey. Giddy up and gone. A 3-run jack by Kyle Lewis. And the Mariners have exploded here in the 8th inning. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind up in here. 3-run jack by Kyle Lewis.
There you go. Just tremendous carry on this. This is a towering fly ball out to right center. Exit below 104 and just out of the reach. 3-run homer. Kyle Lewis's 3rd home run on the year.
There's Luis Torrens. He's enjoyed a 2-hit night. Kyle Lewis with his 3rd home run takes his RBI total to 5. 6-game hitting streak. 1-1. Boy, that was impressive. 2 great at bats, Seager and Lewis. Luis down the line, long run for Stewart, makes the catch. Two down.
I think the impressive thing about Kyle Lewis's home run, Mike, that fastball was in off the center of the plate, in inner third, and he's able to drive that ball the other way, staying inside of that heater. That's a nice piece of hitting right there by Kyle Lewis.
And to have it carry that far.
Yeah.
Popped up. Taken by Ruiz. Boys got the job done in the 8th inning. 3 outs away from victory. 5-1 Mariners. Part of the crowd here tonight, 6,504, and they've seen a big Mariner offensive explosion highlighted by a 3-run homer. Kyle Lewis, right after Kyle Seager delivered a sac fly to put the Mariners in front. Here are your starters for tomorrow's finale. Yusei Kikuchi coming off a beauty, and John Means having an outstanding year.
A couple of heavyweights going at it tomorrow. You mentioned Kikuchi coming off that outstanding outing last time up. Keenan Middleton will take over for the Mariners. 11th appearance. Opponent's just hitting 108 off of him. 2 saves. 11 2/3 inning, 9 strikeouts with 5 walks.
He was super pumped last night. 7th inning, he went fly out, ground out, and a strikeout on 3 pitches.
Yeah, his fastball was 97 miles an hour. Pretty hard slider and changeup to go with it.
And here's Ruiz, the guy who struck out last night. Right back to Torrens. 9-1-2 here for the Orioles in the 9th. And Kyle Lewis just tied Alvin Davis, fastest Mariner to 20 career home runs, both hitting number 20 in their 88th career game. Two and 0. 2-0 from Middleton. Out 3-0. Not close.
Scott Service is going out as a trainer with him to see if he's okay.
Those weren't close. Shaking that arm out. Not 100%, so get him out.
His fastball tonight was right around 93 miles an hour. Just didn't seem right.
It just wasn't coming out like it normally does.
So yet another development pitching wise for the Mariners. Trying to lock up this game right here. It's 5-1. Robert Duggar is going to get the call. 5-1 Mariners, and he'll get as much time as he needs to warm up. Lead. Keenan Middleton came in through 4 pitches. And let's revisit, boys, that first pitch. And I'm sure Scott Service and maybe even Luis Torrens are thinking, this might not be right.
Well, here you go. He comes in. This is the first pitch, and he goes all the way to the backstop. Grimace a little bit, and he starts moving his arm around. So it just seemed that he was just not right. Again, his velo at 93 miles an hour. Duggar will take over for him and get as much time as he needs to get loose. Just a couple of appearances for him. His fastball will be in the low 90s, has a slider and a curveball.
So he comes in with the runner at first, and he'll get the top of the order. Mullins, Hayes, and Mancini. Just tuning in. Quiet game, and then the 8th inning happened. Leadoff single by Sam Haggerty. Haniger walked. France walked. Seager on a 1-0 pitch drilled a sac fly center field. Put the Mariners up 2-1, and then Kyle Lewis, wasting little time, blasted one right field over the right center field fence. 3-run homer. The Mariners have a 5-1 lead. Boy, the bullpen last night, Savage had a hiccup. That's going to happen. It's the first time he'd had a hiccup. And now Middleton, who has performed well, he has to leave because of some kind of discomfort or malady. So that's not good news. You already have Margevicius out, Gonzalez out, already lost Paxton for the season.
Well, let's hope everything's okay with Keenan.
We go question here with the 1 millionth score happening in 1975. What's the current score tally for Major League Baseball? John Jacobson, of course, has the tally. There you go, 1.997. Coming up on 2 mil.
Well, Robert Duggar is ready to go.
Tough hitter here at Cedric Mullins, Major League leader with 38 hits. 0 for 3 with a walk and a stolen base tonight. He powered a home run last night. Maybe not powered is the right word. He got it out, got it off the glove of Haniger in right center field. A big home run last evening. Strike one. Playing Mullins to pull. Seager by himself. Left side. He's on the grass. Couple 3 steps in.
Yeah, taking the bunt away from him. Now he'll move back.
Good job by Duggar to get quickly ahead 0-2. Coming out of the bullpen like that.
Cold.
Yeah, cold with runner at first base. Just having scored, it was good to get the count in his favor.
Oh, 2 pitch to Mullins. Big spot here for Robert Duggar. 1-2 pitch. Two and two. Mullins, 8th leading hitter, 10th leading hitter in the major leagues, 8th in the American League. Tied for the league lead in doubles. Great first month. 2-2. He just got a piece of that.
Going right after him. Good hard fastballs inside with 2 strikes.
Helped him out right there. Fouling that pitch off. It was in off the plate.
Runner at first is Ruiz. 2-2 pitch again. On deck hitter Austin Hayes. Struck out 3 times and grounded out to short. Two. High fly ball deep right field. Under it is Moore, short of the track. So 1 away. And Shed Long Jr. checking in. I'm thinking my name of my son Kyle. Got a little 2K special in the 8th inning. Kyle Seager with a sac fly. Kyle Lewis with a 3-run homer. So 1 out, runner at first. France and J.P. Crawford up the middle. Double play depth. Evan White is backed off, not holding the runner tight at first. Breaking ball for strike. The 0-1 from Duggar. Went back to that same pitch. He's ahead 0-2.
Yeah, a couple of curveballs. That one right on the outside corner.
Tell you what, Duggar, for having to come into this game, not knowing he was going to come into this game, he's had pretty good command of his fastballs and his breaking balls.
He's got the edge here, 0-2. Got him! Big strikeout, 2 down in the 9th. 5-1 Mariners.
And Dan just goes ahead and expands the strike zone. A couple pitches on the outside corner. Comes back with a slider. Gets in the chase.
Well, when you establish you can throw strikes in the zone with it, that's when you get the chases.
Trey Mancini. Last hope here for the Orioles. Runner goes. They'll let him have second. That's Ruiz. Indifference. Scoring play. 1-0 to Mancini. Last 2 times up, he's singled to right field. Struck out his first time. Sent Moore to the track in right field in the 3rd. Then 6th inning and 8th inning singles to right field. Duggar trying to put an end to this ball game. 1-0 pitch in there for strike 1-1.
Another curveball on the corner.
Got a good feel for it. One from Duggar. Base hit center field. That'll score Ruiz. 3 consecutive hits for Trey Mancini, the 3-hole hitter. 5-2 ball game. RBI for him is 22nd.
This time it's another breaking ball. McDelivery super Mo. This one ends up in the middle of the plate. Mancini lines it back up the middle. Solid base hit.
Pat Valleca came on as a pinch runner in the 8th. Ball 1. Pitch to Pat, former Colorado Rocky. Duggar got to get back in at 2-0.
A couple of high fastballs just run up out of the zone on him.
Blake in his 2nd year with Baltimore. 4 years in Colorado. 2-0. Two balls, 1 strike. Inning started with Middleton coming on in relief. A 4-pitch walk to Ruiz. Take him out of the game. Mullins flies to right. Strikeout of Hayes. RBI single Mancini. 2-1 here to Valleca. Hold the string beautifully. 2-2.
Took a lot off of that curveball. 74 miles an hour. So changing speeds with the breaking ball.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Runner at first. Mariners lead 5-2. 2 outs. Pitch from Duggar. Down low. Full count. DJ Stewart is the on deck hitter. Hopefully Duggar does not have to face him. Two outs and a 3-2 pitch to Valleca. Hit foul on right field line.
Too close for Valleca to take. Pitch just off the plate away.
Two outs, infield playing straight up, so's the outfield. 3-2 pitch here to Valleca. Duggar deals. Broken bat, looper. Base hit right field. Mancini to third. And now the tying run coming to the plate.
Well, this is just a really good battle here late in the ball game. Look at that pitch off the outside corner, breaks his bat right off the end. Picks up a base hit. Pete Woodworth making another trip out to the mound. He's been busy tonight.
Stewart this evening, walk, fly to left, walk, and a fly to center.
It's like Steckenrider is getting loose in the pen. Yep.
Stewart, 2 home runs on the season, couple of doubles. Stewart's going to be the 6th Oriole to the plate here. The top of the 9th. 5 runs, 6 hits for the Mariners, 2 runs, 7 hits for the O's. They're going to play Stewart with 2 infielders right side in the shift. Outfield straightaway and deep. First pitch here to Stewart. First pitch strike. Off speed pitch. Got to be careful. This guy's got some pop. There's your 1. That's just what he was thinking. 0-2.
Good hard heater up and in. We saw him go at Mullins, the left-hander, with a lot of hard fastballs in. That one there, 92 miles an hour, upper part of the zone. Now he's way ahead.
Yeah, he can expand the zone now. He doesn't have to throw him a strike. 0-2. Try to get him to chase.
Duggar with the 0-2 to Stewart. Hit hard and foul. Look at that, 1 for 17. Last night, 0 for 9. Duggar ahead in the count here, 0-2 to Stewart. The 0-2 pitch. Ball 1.
Tried to backdoor the curveball, just missing high and off the plate away.
Two out. Stewart tying run at home plate. 5-2 Mariners. Duggar with the 1-2. Pulled foul.
Went back to the curveball at the bottom of the strike zone. Like a pretty good pitch.
Game on the line. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Mariners win it 5-2 with a big 4-run 8th inning explosion. Sac fly by Seager. 3-run homer by Kyle Lewis.
Well, nice to see that Mariner offense wake up late, and the bullpen, as they have done all season long, able to hold it down. A couple of runs there for the Orioles, but able to get the W at the end. Nice job. Nice team win again tonight for the Mariners.
Boy, that was something. What a ball game. Mariners even a series in a game apiece. Rubber match tomorrow. Great moment for Kyle Lewis and Kyle Seager, to be sure. For Dan Wilson, Mike Blowers, I'm Dave Sims. Mariners postgame presented by Alaska Airlines starts right now.
All right, Dave, Dan, and Mike, thank you. Yeah, the Mariners get that 5-2 win tonight in Game 2 of the Set and Value. Look at these two teams and the way they've played the first 2 games. Really mirror images of each other. They struggle to score. Good pitching, really good bullpens. And it was the 8th inning last night for the Orioles. 8th inning tonight for the Mariners to get
10
it done.
runs between the two, right? 5, yes, last night, and then 5 tonight. But fortunately for the Mariners, it was their time here tonight, and those bats finally did break out. They needed an inning like that to get over the hump here and score some runs and take this game from the Orioles here tonight, Brad.
Yeah, I mean, they were up 1-0 last night, ended up losing that game. This was 1-1 into the 8th inning. They ended up winning this game, which is great, of course. You had the Seager sacrifice fly, and then with 2 on, Kyle Lewis comes up and leaves the yard to right field. A really good at-bat off Scott, who provides a lot of the velo. Right field, good carry too, Val.
Yeah, with Kyle getting a late start for this season, just trying to find some timing. I love when hitters start hitting the ball the other way. This is a ball that was driven. I didn't think it had enough carry, but at 104 exit velocity, that ball continued to carry and just got up over that wall. So home run number 3 for Mr. Lewis.
Yeah, he got it done. They score 4 there in the 8th inning, and Sam Haggerty got that inning going. We got to remember that. The guy who leads off that inning gets on base with a single. His second hit of the night comes around to score. Sam Haggerty, who joins us now from T-Mobile Park. And Sam, hey, congratulations on the win tonight. I got to ask you, on the 8th inning, you get on with a single. I know you got Mitch and Ty France coming up behind you, but you're thinking trying to steal there, trying to get in a scoring position. How did that inning play out for you on the bases?
Well, you know, I'm always trying to steal, but it's got to be good timing. You know, the situation's got to be right. And, you know, I felt like the pitcher was paying maybe a little bit more attention to me than Haniger, so I was going to let Haniger and Ty hit. They're great hitters, and, you know, it's all part of the game.
Sam, congrats on getting a couple of knocks here tonight. You've been playing all over the outfield, left, center, and right. What's been the hardest part for you going out there on a nightly basis and having to man a different position?
You just gotta remember the little things, you know, hitting the cutoff man, runners moving up, keeping the batter runner off second. It's just the little things. Other than that, you just try to keep it simple and know that at the end of the day, you got to run and catch that ball.
Well, you've done that a lot over the last couple of games, playing some good outfield. You were in left tonight, and again, getting a couple of knocks. And when you look at the offense and how you guys have shown some signs of life, especially in the bottom half of that lineup over the weekend against Angels, you know, you in Boston as well, tonight coming through. What do you see in the lineup and guys who have been struggling but now starting to show some good signs of coming out of slumps?
Well, I believe hitting is contagious, and, you know, that goes for all of us. And, you know, we all want to hit and we all want to have good at-bats. And, you know, when you're able to see one guy after another doing it, it gives you a little bit of confidence, and that confidence rubs off on each other. And I think that's what we're able to see.
Well, a good win tonight. You go for a series win tomorrow before the road trip. Sam, we appreciate the time. Keep swinging that hot bat and enjoying the outfield. Thanks, buddy.
All right, thank you, guys.
All right, again, Sam Haggerty getting going that 8th inning single. I love it. He wanted to steal. He's like 9 for 9 in his career. He's never been thrown out. Why? But, hey, situational, right? You know, smart player, and it worked out because the Mariners, again, put up 4 in the 8th inning to win by a score of 5-2. All right, and the Mariners, well, we talked about the 8th inning. How about them getting on the board in the first in the game? In the 4th inning, Seager, down in the loop zone, 111. Exit velo, number 82 for him at T-Mobile Park. One off the record for that park. Seager does it in the 8th as well. The Mariners get it done. Mariners postgame presented by Alaska Airlines continues right here on Root Sports.
J.P. Crawford playing DB. Kyle Seager being wide out.